hey, there's audio now because I apparently didn't turn the microphone on. All right, let's start over again.
That is
All
amazing.
right, let's start again. So, hey, everybody, I'm Mike, and this is Andy.
How you doing?
So, welcome to Dolph Hoyt Presents. And we have in the ever quality presentation and production of Dolph Hoyt Presents, we have the TV in the other room nice and blaring, so in about a 5-second delay, so that way we can hear ourselves in the aftermath, and it's pretty great. So, but we are live here at Daydreaming. We have a full house here tonight again. You've already seen these folks once, but now you get to see them twice.
Or not see them twice.
Yeah, not see them twice. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
So, oh man, that's awesome. That's great.
I can turn it down.
No, let's see how long it goes. All right, so we're going to go ahead and dive in now that we've fucked this up royally here.
Right.
So, one more time, if you haven't gone to crowd.live, go ahead and go there and log in. The password is summertime, SUMMERTIME. This time you can hear me spelling it.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
So, it's pretty great. Of course, now I'm like listening to us catch up to there. So that's great. So, but yeah, so head on over there. And so once again, we are Dolph Hoyt Presents. Welcome to trivia for this month, for our battle. This month we have a number of breweries playing. We have our friends in Milford and Ogie Brewing. We have Daydreaming where we're at. We also have From the Barrel down the street, Two Share and Great North in Manchester. This month we do not have Rockingham, which, okay.
They had stuff going on.
And
to be honest, we weren't supposed to be here, right?
That's right. We weren't supposed to be here. Yeah. This is supposed to be, much like Dante. This is supposed to be the month off.
Yes.
So yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and dive right into things. Let's real quickly talk on who's playing. So as we said, we're here Daydreaming. Daydreamings, they are open Wednesday through Friday, 4 to 7, and Saturdays from 1 to 7. They are located here at 1.5 East Broadway in Derry. Wonderful parking situation here. Always make sure to get here nice and early. And so then we'll go ahead into this one. And so it looks like we have our friends at Rockingham. If you want to give a shout, if you want to run through this one real quick.
Yes, Rockingham Brewing Company. They're just across town. They're a 13-minute walk from here, a 3-minute drive. So that's super cool if you want a brewery hop. These guys are open Wednesday to Friday, 4 to 8. Saturday, 2 to 8, and Sunday, 1 to 6, which is awesome because there's only a few spots open on Sunday, so be sure to stop by.
All right, so now we're going to jump across, not town, I guess towns?
Towns.
Yeah, towns.
Yeah.
So we're over in Great North. This is where we typically will see us, but here today is a little different. Great North are open on Thursdays and Fridays from 3 to 7, Saturdays from 1 to 7, and Sunday from 1 to 5. They're at the prestigious 1050 Holt Ave, down at the end, past the bingo hall, past where all the ambulances always are, just taking people out of there.
Taking people out of Great North? I don't think that's the case.
Not out of Great North, no, out of the bingo hall.
Out the bingo hall, okay.
Yeah, there's always like an air tank catching fire or something like that. I don't know. So it's a hot mess.
Thanks.
All right, so also we have our friends at Two Share. You want to take this one?
Absolutely. Two Share, great spot, beautiful outside spot, right in the middle of a neighborhood. Wednesday, 4 to 8. Thursday and Friday, 4 to 9. Saturday, 1 to 9. And Sunday, 1 to 7. These guys have great hours, and they are located at 720 Union Street in Manchester.
They do. Their hours are great. Unfortunately, I need them to be a little bit longer typically on this one because getting across town from Great North to Two Share
that's a project.
They need a little bit more time so I don't get pulled over. So, all right. So then we also have our friends at in Milford here, Ogie Brewing. They're open on Thursdays and Fridays from 2 to 10. Another great set of hours.
Yeah.
Geez.
Yep.
Come for lunch and never leave. Saturdays from 12 to 10, and Sundays from 1 to 7. They're at 12 South Street in Milford, right off the Oval. It's a fantastic location. And then we have finally our friends at From the Barrel.
And From the Barrel, they are conveniently located located just down the strip from Rockingham, so you can really plan a day. They're open Thursday and Friday 4 to 8, Saturday 2 to 8, and Sunday 1 to 6. So you can actually,
from experience,
you can do a thing. You can start here, you can go to Rockingham, you can go to FTB, you can go to Great North, Two Share, and then end at Ogie.
from experience, yes.
Yes.
I would recommend stopping somewhere for a nap in the middle. But
probably. Grab some food.
All right. Okay, so what are we doing here? All right, so that's everyone who's playing here tonight. So let's go ahead and talk some rules. One more time, if you have not logged in, go ahead and go to crowd.live and use the code SUMMERTIME. That's SUMMERTIME. That will get you logged in. You're going to go ahead and pick a team and play with them. But our rules for tonight. So tonight, as always, there's going to be 20 questions. Some of these are going to be multiple choice. Some will be short answer, and some maybe put them in order. That's a new thing. It's kind of wacky. So you're just going to put them in order accordingly. For each question, once we read the question, you'll have 30 seconds to answer. The faster you answer the question, the more points that you will score for a maximum of 150 points. So, all right. And so we'll get started here with that. But then again, like tonight, if you want to like talk about like how these two idiots like started the broadcast for about 20 seconds with no audio, you can post it to social and go ahead and post it onto any of these lovely sites, including Copper Pig Brewing, which apparently has been here for a while.
Oh, fantastic!
We're gonna take that one out real quick here, folks. So that's how this works. So yeah, well, they were playing once. So okay, so.
It's been a while since you did this thing.
It's been a while, yeah. All right, so if you go ahead and tag us on Facebook at Dolph Hoyt Presents, at Daydreaming BC, at From the Barrel Brewery, at Great North Ale, at Rockingham Brewing, at Two Share Brewing, and if you're on Instagram, you can go ahead and tag a bunch of folks there too, at Daydreaming BC, at Drink FTB, at Great North Ale, at Two Share Brewing, at Rockingham Brewing. And I love that From the Barrel never has the same handle twice, so it's always something different.
It's up in the air, yeah.
So, and then if you were one of the 7s of people, we've gone down from 12s on LinkedIn who wants to follow us, feel free to find us there. It's totally worth the while because like we post once every 7 years or so. Well, now that's
and they've only been doing this for 3 years.
Yeah,
so
it's great.
Amazing.
It's been like
great content.
We've been talking about it for a while. It's great. So, all right. So one more time, if you haven't logged in, go to crowd.live and enter the code SUMMERTIME. SUMMERTIME. It will be a good time, and we are going to go ahead and switch over to our game. So, are you ready, Andy?
I am so ready for this.
Awesome. Okay, so we have that going there, and we click here. All right, and so if you haven't logged in, log in now. If you refuse to type words, you can scan that QR code. We are up to 40 players tonight, so that is a really good time. And
39 of them are here. That's great.
39. It's pretty great. Yeah, you'd never know. So actually, real quick here, I just want to show this one here real quick. So when we're in here, everyone here, as we're talking about this, even though they can all hear us, we're all looking at the TV, listening to us at about 5 seconds on delay. It was pretty great. So it just goes to show the TV is better than us. So. All right, so we are going to go ahead and get started here. And so I'll read a question. You read a question. We'll go
Sounds good to me.
Okay. And so here we go. 3, 2, 1, and hit start. Our first question. What dad rock supergroup featured Tom Petty, George Harrison, Jeff Lynne, Bob Dylan, and Roy Orbison? It helps if I know where the buttons are here. All right, so is it A, the Highwaymen, B, 38 Special, C, Cream, or D, the Traveling Wilburys?
Those are some good bands.
There's some fantastic
bands.
That's,
I just think about what I would be listening to, and that's a tough one.
No, I mean, supergroups half the time are not that great, but this one is fantastic.
This is, yeah. I mean, me personally, loving what I would like to listen to. I got a big heart for Traveling Wilburys. I love the Highwaymen as well. 38 Special, obviously, there's a place in my heart for that. I was never a Cream person.
Yeah, Cream is okay. No issues there, but then it's also like, we got everything else to listen to.
Yes, so, well, that's right.
Yeah. All right, so what dad rock supergroup featured Tom Petty, George Harrison, Jeff Lynne, Bob Dylan, and Roy Orbison? Well, our answers came in fast and furious here, much like a Vin Diesel movie. And we had a ton of people feeling that it was Traveling Wilburys. Like basically the 34 people who are here at where are we at? Daydreaming. But
where are we? Come on, man!
I don't know, man.
God, he doesn't even know.
Man.
It's on your glass.
I just work here. So, all right. So, but the answer is, of course, Traveling Wilburys. So well done there.
Nice.
So, All right, so let's go ahead and move on to question 2 here, and Andy, take it away.
All right, this is a great one. I know all about this. How many U.S. states border the Great Lakes?
All right, so this is a number question. We're looking for you to enter in a number. You can try to type in the word, but that's not going to work because it's that. So, how many U.S. states border the Great Lakes? I grew up outside Chicago, and so we pretty much like the best part about the Midwest is when someone there says we're going to the coast.
Yeah.
They mean
the coast of the lake.
Like the lake. Yeah.
Oh, that's wild.
It's a weird mess. So
I really appreciate you letting me read a question that doesn't involve me to read answers.
I know.
It's
like
like
great?
You kind of just set it up, and I got to knock it in.
Oh man, that'd be so good if that was actually in the intent for the whole thing. So, all right. So,
how many U.S. states border the Great Lakes?
All right. So we have answers across the board here. Which, as we lean in here to look here, it's like a lot of folks feel it was 7, but in fact it was 8. So we are looking for Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Minnesota, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. So I'm pretty sure you all forgot about Ohio because nobody likes Ohio. And so that's just how it is.
Are we getting political here? Or?
No, we just don't like Ohio. It's a geographic fact. It's just an unwelcoming state. Not because of the people, just because the state is just the worst.
The worst.
So, all right. Now that I've made it.
Apologize. Anybody who's playing from Ohio, you guys are great.
Yeah. All right. Question 3. Which of these founding fathers did not sign the Declaration of Independence adopted on July 4th, 1776? Was it A, George Washington, B, Thomas Jefferson, C, John Hancock, or D, Benjamin Franklin? This is something I like to ponder daily as to which one of these folks
obviously,
did not.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
any history buff knows, obviously, the answer to this
clearly
question.
They know the answer to this one. Anyone who paid attention in any type of
history class.
Yes. So, which of these founding fathers did not sign the Declaration of Independence, adopted on July 4th, 1776? So taking a quick look here, I wouldn't say it's a clean split here, but we definitely had a good sizable folks looking for George Washington, with I guess Benjamin Franklin the next highest. I'm not even sure if he was even. I got nothing there. So, but George Washington was in fact the one who did not answer. So, while it was adopted on 1776, it didn't actually take effect until August 2nd, and John Hancock was the first to sign, while George Washington did not sign at all. Those are some fun facts. Andy.
Right? What was he even doing?
I don't know. He was probably just making his wooden teeth, chasing Moby Dick.
I guess. He was chasing Moby Dick.
All
right, question 4. What competitive eater won the women's competition at Nathan's Famous Hot Dog Contest 7 years in a row from 2014 to 2020? This is an accomplishment. Is that going to be A, Michelle Lesko, B, Juliet Lee, C, Sonia Thomas, D, Mickey Sudo?
So, we busted out all the super good sports questions for the day.
This obviously, any sports buff, like a history buff for the previous question, will know the answer to this question.
Yeah. And this is a competition that I actually try to watch every year whenever it comes on. I never remember to, but I think about it. It's pretty great. Yeah. So
these are great pictures.
They're just this is fantastic. And my favorite is Mickey Suda there has it's just from the mouth down. It's got you got to show the action shot going on there. So
I feel like you need to see the face though, because if somebody recognizes her by face, this is a little tough.
Yeah. All right. So what competitive eater won the women's competition at Nathan's Famous Hot Dog Contest 7 years in a row from 2014 to 2020? Across the board,
wow, everywhere.
Very, very across the board. No one has faith in Michelle Lesko, though. So,
she's the only one not eating.
That's true. Yeah. She's just taking into consideration, and even the two women behind her are just come on, eat the hot dogs.
Yeah.
So, but in fact, the answer is Mickey Suda.
All right.
So well done, Mickey, for eating a lot of hot dogs. That's really the most. That's the best you can do there. Yeah. All right, so we're coming to our final. She's very proud. All right, we're coming to our final question for the first quarter. So, what auto manufacturer founded the Kingsford Charcoal Company in 1920? Was it A, Ford, B, Oldsmobile, C, Cadillac, or D, Chevrolet? So my grandma had a 1992 Oldsmobile.
Yeah.
That she drove a total of about 70 miles over the course of 30 years.
Oh jeez.
But the horn of that thing, whenever you go there and honk it, it was brutal. It was the old school kind of feels like there is a freight train coming right at you.
Oh, it's a beast.
Yeah, and
this whole question actually disturbs me. We're talking about charcoal and we're talking about car companies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, it's
that's weird.
Yeah, well, I mean, after suddenly cars stopped running on charcoal, they had to figure something out.
Uh-huh.
So,
that's fair.
Because that's a real statement.
Right.
So, yeah. So, all right. So, what auto manufacturer founded the Kingsford Charcoal Company in 1920? Solid number of folks thinking it was Ford, which is a good guess because, in fact, Ford founded charcoal. Not charcoal, but they pretty much
discovered charcoal.
They're the reason your brisket tastes so good. So, all right. So, all right. So one of my favorite things about doing this at Great North is I don't hear the heckling, but that's fantastic.
Oh yeah, the heckling is right in front of you.
Right in front of me.
That's
an incredibly wrong statement about charcoal. It's yeah, you're not wrong. I don't hear half the things I say, so it's just going to happen. So all right, so that's the end of our first quarter. So let's go ahead and take a look at scores. We're going to start with our individuals and see how they've done. So after one round, so we have Charles Dickens in the lead, followed by Death by Stereo and Dave. So good job, Dave. Looked like the other Hoyt was in fourth. Wonder who that could be.
Yeah.
And so then we have Ash Ketchum's Balls down there and somewhere. We have the Cribbage Crew, Bungalow Bob. This is one of the best parts because no one actually reads these things until we're reading them out loud, and it's just okay, not saying that one again. So So good job to you guys there. Jackie in 40th, that's okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at our teams now. Currently, the trophy is here at Daedrin.
Yes, sir. Yes,
so,
it is.
And I've heard folks From the Barrel fighting tooth and nail, want to get it back there.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah,
this is going to be a hard fought battle tonight.
Now it's going to be an interesting thing when the lone wolf comes in all of a sudden out of Rockingham for no reason, just wins.
Anything can happen, right?
Yeah. So let's take a look at how our teams are placing here, and currently Daydreaming is in the lead.
Boo! I got to do it.
So, all right, so that's what we got going on here. I can guarantee you that is not because most of them can hear us. So,
that's a tight match, though.
Yeah, very tight.
Yeah.
But the nice thing is it's still early on in the game, so we have a lot of opportunity here for a lot of advancement, no matter what. So let's real quick, Andy. Let's go ahead and switch over here and talk about some things that are upcoming. You want to talk about this one here?
I absolutely do.
Good, because that's me. So good, because I can pretty much talk very little about this aside from it's a good time.
All right, it is a good time. So this is the Keep New Hampshire Brewing Fest. This is, for me, if there's a festival that you're going to attend in New Hampshire over the course of the summer, this is the one to go to. This is literally put on New Hampshire brewers. It's for New Hampshire brewers by New Hampshire brewers. This is the fest on July 8th. You're gonna meet the most brewers, the most actually industry people, the people that are making the beer in the state. It is well worth the time investment and the financial investment. People asked me this week, what about VIP hour? Does it make sense? And I said, honestly, if you're one of those people that wants to get in there, you want to enjoy some of the VIP beers, and you want to kind of get ahead of the crowd, then do it.
Yeah.
And then, it's on. It's in the Kewanee State Park.
Yep.
So it's on the river. It's beautiful. There's live music. It's just a super cool event. And every brewery that is participating tonight is participating in this festival.
Yeah.
So there's no reason not to go.
We've been going to this one since it started, and it's a fantastic event. Just truly the best of New Hampshire all coming together for it. And that VIP hour, like you said, it's definitely worth that while.
It is worth it.
If only just for the chance to be able to take your time and get the chance to chat with the brewers who are there and everything. And
yes.
Just a lot of fun for it. So,
absolutely.
So Keep New Hampshire Brewing on July 8th. Go. Drink.
And drink and enjoy.
And have fun.
Celebrate New Hampshire.
All right. So we are going to go ahead and jump back to our game now. Let's probably bring up the right screens here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and dive in. Andy, you want to take this one, or do you want to?
Sure, I'll jump in.
Okay, great. Yeah, neither one of us knows what it is.
I have no idea what it is.
All right, question 6. Here we go.
All right. Question 6. In which U.S. state can you visit the Big Mac Museum? A, Pennsylvania, B, Idaho, C, Texas, or D, California? I guess you have to know a little bit about McDonald's, right?
Yeah, I mean, and like want to be all about like those fast food museums. That burger does not look good. So it looks like it could be a cake.
I think
actually.
that's got to be a cake or a sculpture or something. Yeah, I definitely would want to eat that.
Yeah. Now, have you seen that it is also Grimace's birthday, and you can like go to McDonald's and get like a Grimace flavored milkshake?
Like today?
Like yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea that was a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing. You can go there and like you can like get a Grimace shake. It's not at all disturbing.
Is it purple?
It's purple.
Oh God!
And it tastes like Grimace apparently.
I don't want to know what that tastes like.
Yeah, and that's what I got there.
So question 6: in which U.S. state can you visit the Big Mac Museum? I want to just power through this one because now I'm grossed out.
All right, now you understand. You just gotta ignore Mike.
Oh God, here we go. A, Pennsylvania, B, Idaho, C, Texas, or D, California. Yay!
All right, so we have a ton of folks thinking it's California there. That's a solid choice because when I think California, I think fast food and definitely not health nuts. But our answer is in fact A, Pennsylvania. Yeah, I mean nothing like when you're long haul trucking through Ohio to get to Pennsylvania. The first thing I want to do is take some time out of my day to make sure I can see the long storied history of the Big Mac somewhere in Pennsylvania.
So you can do the Big Mac thing and the Amish in the same state.
Yeah, it's great.
That's amazing.
Yeah, when we end up in Lancaster, you can also go to the Flying Dutchman theme park.
Oh wow!
It is an Amish themed theme park where you
really?
can and the Amish work there, but they can't ride the rides because that's So, all right. So question 7: what is this lovable Cockney chimney sweep's first name in the 1964 classic Mary Poppins? Is it A, Barry, B, Bert, C, Ben, or D, Billy? These are all, classic Cockney names from the 1960s, apparently. So,
what is a Cockney name? What does that mean?
I don't know, but
But if we were to talk about Cockney names, these are them.
100%. Be like,
okay.
Oh, Bert. So that's what we got. So
maybe we should have adopted this. We should have been Bert and Barry, or
Bert and Barry, just
Billy,
keep on going there just the entire time trying to speak with awful Cockney accents.
Right.
Which, who knows what that is. All right, so what is this lovable Cockney chimney sweep's first name in the 1964 classic Mary Poppins? A substantial number of people feel it's Bert. So hopefully we do not make you cry. The answer, in fact, is Bert. So well done. So good job to everyone who knows Cockney, I guess. But yeah.
Or Mary Poppins.
The more likely that.
Yeah. How old is the crowd? What's the demographic of this audience? That's an old movie.
The ones that play here?
They play here, yeah. So, actually, look it up. No, I have a pretty good idea.
Looking here, I'm saying first in line. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah. So all right. Moving along.
In what 1967 Western did Harrison Ford, born July 13th, 1942, make his big screen debut? A, Colt in the Hand of the Devil. B, Seven Pistols for a Massacre. C, Death Walks in Laredo. Or D, A Time for Killing.
Now, Harrison Ford would be that demographic, I think, that probably could have been there for the premiere of Mary Poppins.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I could be wrong.
That's wild. That's a great. He's a young guy in that picture.
Yeah, he's like super that's like hey Sailor, what's going on? Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's good age there. So what?
Sorry, I'm doing a bad job. In what 1967 Western did Harrison Ford, born July 13th, 1942, make his big screen debut?
All right. Well, across the board, clearly fans of 1967 Westerns. Just spread out pretty evenly across the board here. Our answer though is in fact D, A Time for Killing. So we have one person here who's super amped for that. So that's good. So all right. So let's move along. Question 9. So who wrote the surrealist beat novel Naked Lunch, from which dad rocker Steely Dan took their name? Was it A, William S. Burroughs, B, Philip K. Dick, C, Lawrence Ferlinghetti, D, Allen Ginsberg?
That's a lot. That's a mouthful right there.
Yeah.
All of those names are kind of a lot.
I mean, this is what happens when you have a lot of surreal. He just like read a lot of
surrealistic
weird
novel.
Read a lot of weird stuff. Guess what? Oh, your name probably was probably like Allen Ginsberg for some reason. Yeah.
Sure.
All right. So, who wrote the surrealist beat novel Naked Lunch, from which dad rocker Steely Dan took their name? So, a substantial number of folks feel it was William S. Burroughs. And in fact, the answer is William S. Burroughs.
Right.
So congratulations to the 85% of you who knows way too much about Naked Lunch. So, all right. It's not really much.
I don't think you can know too much about Naked Lunch.
No, I mean, especially when the only thing is really that we're asking here is like, who wrote it? So,
Sure.
All right, question 10. Hey,
question 10. Yes, right, perfect. What popular hot dog brand uses the slogan "We answer to a higher authority"? A. Nathan's, B. Oscar Mayer, C. Hebrew National, or D. Ballpark? This is a funny question because this spawned a whole bunch of questions we're doing in-house in the brewery, and one of them was, what do you put on a hot dog?
Yeah.
And there are some savages that put ketchup on a hot dog.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that was a thing.
No, ketchup. That's a 4-letter word.
It is
in our household, and no, we do not use the devil's lubricants.
No.
When it comes to our hot dogs. So, and this is the last time we do this at Daydream.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So, all right. So, what popular hot dog brand uses the slogan "We answer to a higher authority"? Substantial.
Wow.
Everyone felt it was Hebrew National.
That's weird.
Everyone got it right. So, congrats to that one. So, what's that?
Apparently their marketing works.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So well done there. All right. So we are going to go ahead and let's take a look at let's go ahead and take a look at scores real quick, and then we'll go ahead and do some more announcements here. So looking at our leaders here, it looks like Jay has jumped to first. Charles Dickens and Death by Stereo have dropped down though. Still, it's still a very, very high scoring there, and still fairly tight at the top. So.
I'm not going to disagree with Andy needs better Wi-Fi.
That's
definitely that's on point.
There's a reason we now have a 120-foot cable running.
Yeah, I know, right? It's pretty ridiculous.
So, all right, so well done to you guys there. Let's go and take a look at our brewers, see if anything's changed there. Daydreaming still in first.
Oh, look at it, so tight though.
That is super close.
Oh
though.
Man,
and
this is
Great North in third.
Yeah,
very well done. Yeah,
that's awesome.
So,
we got the devil. We got the devil hanging out over at Ogie.
Ogie. Yeah. Oh man, yep, there it is. And that's someone who knows not to put ketchup on a hot dog. So,
obviously.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so it's still fairly tight as long as like no one at Daydreaming or From the Barrel answers any more questions. Ogie and Two Share.
Everybody's still in this game. Everybody's still in this.
So all right. So with that, let's go ahead and jump over here and let's talk about some upcoming events here. So our friends over at Great North on Saturday, June 24th, from 8 to 10 p.m. They'll be having a drag show hosted by the House of Marvel Entertainment. I'm not sure if that's the same as MCU, with the movies and everything. But
Probably not.
Wrong. Yeah?
Probably not.
But ticket link can be found on their website or the Facebook event. And then also on Saturday, July 1st, from 1 to 7 p.m., they'll be having a Canada Day celebration with food specials, trivia, and a chance for a pair to win tickets to the Keep New Hampshire Brewing Fest. Oh, I heard about that.
We were just talking about that.
I heard about that. What a fantastic coincidence!
What a great prize that would be.
Yeah. So more details to come. Check it out there. And then finally, next week. Oh, hey, what's this? Self promotion? What?
I was going to say self promo here.
Yeah, I don't believe it. So next Thursday, June 29th, I believe it's the 29th. Dolph Hoyt will be at Great North for our live in-person trivia event. We do team trivia there, and so feel free to swing on by and take part in that. It's a different experience than this for sure.
You haven't invited me to this. I feel like is this like an interview for this?
Would you like to come? Yeah, you can come.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, rally a team. These guys right here, and then just show up there, and then that's what you got.
All right.
So yeah. So come on by for that. So, all right. With that in mind, we are going to go ahead and jump to our third round. As soon as I remember where the third round is. Yeah. All right. So we are going to go ahead and jump into our third quarter here, starting with question 11. And what dog star rises and sets with the sun during the summer's hottest days, often known as the dog days of summer? Is that A, Sirius, B, Betelgeuse, C, Orion, or D, Polaris? I realized I should have read the questions first so that way I knew how to pronounce the words, but it's...
No, you were pretty close. Sirius,
yeah.
Betelgeuse, Orion, Polaris. No, I think you were on point.
No, I know, but like all of a sudden it was like Betelgeuse. It's like
Betelgeuse,
that's not right.
yeah, nope.
So,
yeah.
So that's right. And so if you say so I guess if you say Betelgeuse, then like the star will arrive, right? That's how it works. Yeah. So all right. So what dog star rises and sets with the sun during the hottest summer days, often known as the dog days of summer? Substantially people knew it was felt it was Sirius. And in fact, it was.
Why so serious?
Why so serious? Yeah. So, oh man, too soon.
Too soon.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right, that's okay. All right. So, question 12.
I got it. What radio personality has hosted the public radio program This Is American Life since 1995? A, Ira Glass. B, Shana Joffe Waltz. Sorry, I should have read them too. Sarah Koenig or Starlee Kine.
I feel like this really is our really we didn't send in the recording for this for our chance to go ahead and host This American Life. I feel.
Oh, absolutely.
Based off of this show, I feel like this is this game.
I'm sure they'd be very impressed with our pronunciation and articulation.
Yes, we can when the episode for ketchup and hot dogs comes up.
Ketchup and oh man,
that This American Life is going to be off the hook.
It would be amazing. What radio personality has hosted the public radio program This Is American Life since 1995?
All right. So a substantial number of folks here are NPR viewers, it looks like. 93% of you felt it was Ira Glass. 93% of you would have been correct with Ira Glass. So well done. I feel like every time I think of Ira Glass, I think of This American Life. I have like the one Nine Inch Nails song that they play because it's like the album is all like open source, so anyone can use this. It's like the one with like, just like the bum 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 bum. You have no idea what I'm doing.
I have no idea what's going on.
That's okay.
We should have rehearsed this thing.
Question 13.
All right.
So, all right. Which 1990s natural disaster blockbuster features a mobile scientific research device nicknamed Dorothy? Was it A, Volcano? Was it B, Armageddon? C, Dante's Peak? Or D, Twister?
I loved this time when movies were coming out because there were so many like end of the world movie type stuff. It was just like
so good.
And like all the particle effects had come out, so it was like it was fun.
Yeah,
it was a
so
different type of movie.
And like pretty much all these were actually pretty solid movies.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd watch any of those again.
Yeah. So I remember like we went to Universal Studios. Like I can't remember when, but they had like all of a sudden there was an attraction for Twister in the middle of a ride.
Oh,
where all of a sudden it's like, oh no, there's a tornado coming through Florida, and it's like what? So. All right, so which 1990s natural disaster blockbuster features a mobile scientific research device nicknamed Dorothy? A whopping mass of you recognize the brilliance that is Bill Pullman and his work in Twister, because in fact it was D.
Paxton.
Twister. Bill Paxton, Jesus.
That's all right, you were close. Bill Pullman, he was Independence Day.
He was the other one, yeah. So, all right, so moving along, question 14.
Oh, nice. Indiana Jones, real name Henry Jones Jr., goes by Indiana because of his A, dog, B, family home, C, college, D, birthplace. I put on Raiders of the Lost Ark last night because I was just in the mood for like just classic kind of goofy, adventurous Harrison Ford.
Yeah. Now this is fantastic movie series, and this one if you watched this one's revealed to you if you watched Last Crusade for sure. Like so, the last closing seconds.
Oh yes, yeah. You find out exactly. Yes. So we'll find out who's an Indiana Jones fan and who is not.
Okay. So, all right. So
Indiana Jones' real name Henry Jones Jr. I'm doing a bad job. Goes by Indiana because of his blank.
All right. So substantial number of you felt it was the dog. In fact, that is what Henry Jones Jr. named himself after the dog.
You were named after the dog?
Yeah.
I love that dog.
Oh, the dog is fantastic. All right, our final question of the third quarter. Let's go right on into it. So, which of these TV networks did not broadcast the NBA playoffs in 2023? Was it A, NBC, B, ABC, C, ESPN, or D, TNT? I love it when there's multiple choice with a bunch of letters.
Yes.
Because it's like, okay, I'm going to mess something up here. So yeah.
Yep. And these are questions that are funny for me because I'm not a big sports ball guy.
Yeah.
So I look at this, I'm like, I have no idea. I don't watch the NBA at all, so I'm always excited to see what the answer is.
I mean, like, the funny thing is, I think I can answer this mainly because of, like, I couldn't watch this because this was on this other show.
Okay. All right. So by default.
Yeah, it's kind of like the reverse of it. Right?
That's
like,
fair.
So
That's fair.
It's more like I know they wasn't on these.
Yes.
So, all right. So which of these TV networks does not broadcast the NBA playoffs in 2023? Let's see. So a substantial number of folks felt it was NBC, 75%. In fact, it was NBC. So congrats to you all. So, all right. So we are going to go ahead and let's take a quick look at our scores, and we'll do another round of updates.
Update?
Yeah. So. So top of the board here, Charles Dickens back to the top.
Oh, Dickens on top
done.
of Jay.
That's right.
How about that?
Jay to 2, and Death by Stereo solidly in 3. So then we go down our other list here. We have let's see here. We have Dave who's jumping off the chart here. Knocked into Oblivion at 24. Bungalow Bob 23.
Who's Nanamilk? That's amazing.
It's
boy. Weird, but I like it.
Yeah. So all right. So Jackie O has moved up the board a bit, so that's good.
Yep.
So well done there. All right, so let's go ahead and jump over and take a look at our Brewers, see how they've done. Daydreaming at the top.
Oh my goodness! This is insane!
Oh man,
look at this!
It's as if it hasn't happened before.
Yeah, right.
Oh no, 10 points. Yeah, that is close.
10 points is crazy. It's anybody. But again,
yeah, to third. Good job, man.
Yep.
Good job. So, all right, two share in Great North. Not a bad way to be at the bottom. All right. Okay, good times there. Not getting invited back to those places either, apparently. All right. So let's jump over here and let's talk about these guys.
Boo.
Yeah, boo. Yeah. No one else can see it yet. Hold on.
Sorry. Hold on.
All right. So daydreaming. Andy, what is happening at daydreaming? Here's what you told me if you need it.
No. I was like, I can probably handle this. Yeah. So we are. So back to the Keep New Hampshire Brewing Festival, we are actually releasing our new barley wine at the Keep New Hampshire Brewing Festival as a VIP beer. We're just pouring it for VIPs at that point, July 8th. We're really excited about that. We come back on the 13th of July, and we're going to release a barrel-aged version of that, a maple rye whiskey barrel-aged version. Also very excited about that. And then we've teamed up with our friends at La Coretta in Derry and Londonderry, and we've created an IPA that is exclusive to them, and we're going to release that in July. So July is shaping up to be a fun month. We've got an IPA and a whole bunch of barrel-aged nonsense, so it's going to be a good time.
That's always what I want. So.
Yes, right.
All right, and so then real quick here, now while they're not playing here, let's go and talk about what Rockingham has going on. Oh, what's this? Oh,
what?
Another self-promotion.
Oh my God, you're everywhere.
Man, just this.
I thought this was special. I thought we had something.
Well, we do, Andy.
Okay.
We do. Don't worry. All right. So, but yeah, next Tuesday, June 27th, we will be at Rockingham for another night of trivia. So feel free to come through there. It is a night of our team trivia there. So if Thursday in Manchester doesn't work, then Tuesday in Derry might be what it is.
That's definitely closer for us.
A little bit, yeah. I hear it's like a 3-minute walk.
It is a 3-minute. Yeah. Well,
a 7-minute walk. It's a drive.
It's a
all right. So good stuff there. So let us go ahead and get back into our game here, Andy, for our final quarter. As soon as I figure out where it's at.
This is exciting.
All right. So here we go. Let's go ahead and jump in our question number 16. If you want to take it,
I can do it. Question 16. Six Flags theme park originated in blank and is named for the flags of the 6 nations that at one time governed the state. Are we talking about A, Texas, B, New Mexico, C, Utah, or D, Arizona? This is a fun one.
It is, yeah. So I grew up outside Chicago. We had Six Flags Great America. Did not realize at the time that there was like a chain of these. So ends up there's like a billion of them. So,
You know, like, this is our theme park, and it's like, it's everywhere.
Just kidding.
Right.
The only other memory I have is like going to Six Flags over St. Louis and seeing Huey Lewis in the news.
Oh wow!
And like that was like a random visit. That was a random trip to that one. But
I always thought it was Virginia, and that's not even up here. So Six Flags theme park originated in blank and is named for the flags of the 6 nations that at one time governed the state.
All right, let's see how folks did. So a lot of people feel it's Texas. That is, in fact, a very correct answer here. That is the wrong button. No, that's right. So 93% of you felt it was Texas and got it right. So congratulations. So
spoiler, it wasn't Virginia.
It was not Virginia. It was not the right answer. No. So, all right. So let's go ahead and question number 17. All right. So which of these Steven Spielberg directed summer blockbusters was not at one time the highest grossing film in history? Was it A, Jurassic Park, B, Jaws, C, Raiders of the Lost Ark, or D, E.T., the Extraterrestrial? So in short, we're asking which one of these kind of sucked when it came out. But
that's wild, and they're all great movies.
I know, they're fantastic, yeah. Like across the board, like every single one of these are just like amazing.
I want to go home and watch all of them now.
I know, and like we'll put them on the TV, watch all 4 at the same time.
At the same time,
yeah, it's good.
Just like this.
Yeah. So, all right, so which of these Steven Spielberg directed summer blockbusters was not at one time the highest grossing film in history? Click the button. So this is tight. A lot of like a pretty close here between Jaws and Raiders of the Lost Ark. Because clearly it's not Jurassic Park. Like that's just like
you knew that busted so it's a record.
No, I mean like when you call up John Williams, I need you to write the most brilliant song ever, and it's for a movie about dinosaurs.
Right.
Oh man, you know he got a hit.
Absolutely.
So in fact, the answer is actually C, Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I would have picked Jaws.
Yeah. So although it was a massive success for the and the highest grossing film in 1981. Raiders never held the title for the highest grossing film of all time. So,
no kidding.
Absolutely surreal. So, all right, moving along. Question 18.
What chemical element derives its name from the Greek goddess of the moon? A, helium, B, selenium, C, neon, or D, magnesium?
I love that we go from like one amazing question to another amazing question.
Yes,
right?
yeah.
So it's just like.
I feel like the movie thing is like I'm all into movies.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm making myself look smarter by saying a question like this, but I know I'm an idiot and I have no idea what the answer is.
That's what we read the questions.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So and we hope we get it right when we pronounce them. So.
That's fair. So what chemical element derives its name from the Greek goddess of the moon?
All right. So. Taking a quick look here, a substantial number of you felt it was selenium, and a good number for neon, I guess. Like that's a good number, 25%. That's,
absolutely.
That's more than 8.
Absolutely.
So and so the answer, in fact, was selenium. So well done to you, science nerds. So, all right. So moving along, question 19. Which rock songstress found fame singing "White Rabbit" with Jefferson Starship? Was it A, Grace Slick, B, Linda Ronstadt, C, Nico, or D, Marianne Faithfull?
I don't know any of these women, but they're all beautiful. And I'm sure they have lovely voices.
Yeah. So, fantastic song. I could not tell you who any of these people were. I do know that Jefferson Starship was on the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Oh, God.
And
we don't want to talk about that, do we? We're talking about great blockbusters, and we want to talk about Star Wars Christmas.
We just keep going up here. Like, this is all 11s here, right?
That's fair.
So, yes.
That's fair.
Yeah. So which rock songstress found fame singing "White Rabbit" with Jefferson Starship? Well, looking at our guesses here, a 63% of you felt it was Grace Slick. In fact, the answer is Grace Slick.
All right,
good job there. Grace Slick's music career lasted for 4 decades, from the 1960s to the 90s, when she retired. She also fronted bands Jefferson Airplane, Starship, and Jefferson Starship.
Oh, wow.
So kind of pretty niche.
Influential, and that's her thing, right, yeah.
So, all right. Okay, so here is our final question for the evening.
I'm so excited.
So let's go ahead and take a look at what this is. Are you ready?
I am so ready.
Okay, here we go.
Released in 1977. Perfect. What table game features moves like leaning jowler and double snouter? A, pass the pigs. B, stay alive. C, Stratago. Or D, Uncle Wiggly. This is
Yeah, so these are some classic family games.
Yeah.
I think Uncle Wiggly. I think we had at Grandma's house, and Stratego is just a classic. I don't actually know I don't know if I know Stay Alive though.
I don't think I've heard of that. No. And Pass the Pigs, I feel like I've seen that, but I don't think I ever played it.
Oh no! So basically, you have like a pair of pigs, and you just roll them. And it's kind of like
okay.
They kind of land on their feet or their back or their nose.
Yes.
And then and so that's the game. So,
Okay, my parents had that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
This is me trying to look young.
that's cool.
Released in
That's
1977, what table game features moves like leaning jowler and double snouter?
all right. So whopping 95% of you felt it was Pass the Pigs, which I feel like this is a game that you'll find in a lot of breweries as well. People just sitting there, just kind of playing games and stuff like that. Easy enough to do. Because in fact,
throwing pigs across
throwing
the table.
pigs. Yeah, that's what you do. Yeah. Just like in everyday life. Yeah.
I feel bummed that Rockingham's not playing tonight because they probably have this game.
I think they do actually. Yeah. I think they'd be like, oh man, this is us.
This is us.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, this is so good. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take a look at our final. We're gonna look at our final scores here. But before we do,
we have things.
we're all good there. But let's where'd it go?
I don't know. You're going up instead of down.
Here we go. But for just real quick, a final piece here. A reminder about the Keep New Hampshire Brewing Festival on July 8th up in Concord. Good times.
Super good time.
Yeah. So go do that.
Yeah.
But also everything else. So all right. So let's go ahead and take a look then at our final round here. Wrong direction. Here we go. All right, so let's take a look at how our individuals did. And so we will have prizes for our top three here for those who did well. And so that is the wrong button. What's going on here?
I'm impressed seeing this side of it. Yeah. Like, you've got a lot going on.
Yeah.
To manage this whole thing is crazy.
Yeah. All right, so congrats to Charles Dickens.
Oh, Dickens.
Oh, man, out of nowhere.
Oh, nice.
Out of nowhere. Upright Dog and McCringleberry.
Oh, where the heck did Jay go?
So craziness right there. So congrats to all of you there. That is fantastic. So Lisa will be in touch with you in the next few days here with prizes for different breweries that you'll be able to go to and drink at, because that's always good.
I think Lisa is amazing too, because she coordinates all the prize things, and she, like, between you and Lisa, you make life so easy for this. Yeah. So thank you for that.
No worries. All right, so let's take a look here. No one knows what this is. Where's that trophy going to go?
Oh my God.
Is there going to be a riot? Am I going to die?
Oh, possibly.
All right.
You're just saying that because they pulled knives out. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Man, there's a lot of baseball bats here all of a sudden. All right, so and our winners for tonight for the trophy, Daydreaming. Keeps the trophy. An incredibly close game.
That was a well fought battle right there.
Incredibly close.
Yeah.
100%. Fantastic job, everyone. So let's go ahead and jump to this, and we're going to do this. And so I got the camera. All right, so oh man, you're like super in the sun here. Yeah. So yeah.
Flame on.
Yeah. So, yeah. All right. So thanks to everyone playing. Thank you for Daydreaming for having us here tonight. Thank you, Andy, for jumping in and doing some stuff. And so we will be back next month with some virtual trivia, and then as well, Dolph Hoyt will be at a few events around town in the next week or so.
That's super cool.
And so congrats to our winners. Congrats to Daydreaming for winning. Hopefully, no one will come after us. And with that, let's go ahead and give it a close.
Well done, guys.